So guys, welcome back. Again, I don't know when or how much is going to be cut into one video, but this is coming back to the Fabia vRS SE edition, which is one of 1000 in this nice metallic blue. Some people liked it that much they painted over 5 cars in said colour, but this SE is a bit different. So this SE got broken, I might have already said, this SE got broken, its heart ripped out. It was running fairly decent power. Somebody might know, if you see the reg at some point in the future, who this used to belong to. But yeah, so updates wise, you can probably see just over here we have the main engine bay wiring harness out. So that's completely gone. As you can see, it's all stripped in here, so there's no wiring running this rail or this rail. That's all gone. Left the AC lines in for now, but they're probably going to come out because of what you're going to see today. So today's goal is going to be, see the work lights already set up, jumping into the interior, stripping it all out completely, bulkhead, everything. So yeah, we're going to try and get onto that one, ready for the donor. So the donor car is going to be the Mark III set Ibiza FRT. Now, if you know your set Ibizas, that means that's the 1.8 20 valve turbo. So yes, that is what's going to live in this area. So I don't think I've specified it before, but this project is going to be building the, well, a replica. You can never build an original, but building a replica of the Skoda Fabia wRC. We're going to have a race blue variant, and we're going to have it liveried up in the Red Bull graphics. Not going to be 100% rally accurate to how they had it. I'm going to take some liberties, change some of the sponsors about, some that I don't like, and replace them for ones that either I've put on the build or I just like the look of. I think we'll be keeping the shell, we'll be keeping the Skoda Motorsport, keeping things like that. As you can probably hear, it's now just decided to book it down. But yeah, we're going to build in the wRC rally car in a single one car garage. And as you can see, the car's pushed over all the way on one side, so we can get down this way here. There's more parts and everything strewn about. But yeah, enough talking about it. Should probably get to doing it. And if you haven't spotted as well, lucky Hasbulla. Car will run perfectly first time, guaranteed. So as you can see, I'll be moving about in here, and I'll probably be blocking a lot of the view. But this is kind of the best camera angle you're gonna get, really. Let me move you back there. That's a tiny bit better. So I'm going to start off, I'm going to take the centre console out, remove the floor, the carpeting, I'm just going to throw that in the bag, just with everything else. You can see we've got a nice green steering wheel, not an optional extra, just mouldy, so we'll be taking that out. I'll leave the headliner in for now, but yeah, it's simply a case of trying to remove as much plastic and as much wiring out of the cabin as we can. If we get far enough today, be moving these B-pillar trims, and we'll be cutting the wire and loom onto the back half of the car. That's going to stay. I'm going to splice it into the Ibiza loom, because the Ibiza's got different wiring, so the brake lights, for example, go through the tailgate or the hatch, rather than being body mounted like they are in this Fabia. So we'll be getting to that, just having a bit of a general tidy up, and yeah, trying to strip as much out from this car as possible, ready for its donor. Now the FR that I sourced, nice and cheap, as a runner, complete car. Now that, unfortunately, when I say unfortunately, it has the Climatronic system. Now some people don't like it, I've never had it, being a Mark 1 Fabia guy, never came with it. So it's going to be quite interesting putting that system into this Fabia. I know it has been done a couple of times. There's a well-known Bruce Skoda forum member and Facebook aficionado, helped out a lot of people with their cars. Well, Ross Clark, I know he's retrofitted the Climatronic system into one of his cars. I know there was an SE also retrofitted with it, and that also had the petrol engine, and that was some crazy silly money build. But yeah, we're not dealing with crazy silly money. So yeah, the goal is overall this car running and driving with its petrol power plant for £1,000. We do have all the panels. I mean, this one you can see there, this one's black, a bit unfortunate. We are going to try and source some proper coloured doors, but the driver's door currently is black. We do have, you'll have seen in an earlier shot, we do have the blue. We get into that. We've got a blue rear hatch, courtesy of a good friend. He breaks at Fabia's quite a lot, so we'll be taking some parts off for him, especially if he breaks any more. Fingers crossed. Cheap parts, please. But yeah, so front doors aren't a massive concern with the livery. They're mostly yellow anyway. It's mainly just the top of the door. So although I'd like this on the road as a complete blue, it might be a case of get it on the road right on some panels that they identify as blue, satisfy the DVLA, and yeah, we might have a go at painting. We definitely might. We painted the front grille, for example, already. So yeah, we'll see if I can rattle kind of good enough job for it to not be an eyesore. It probably will be, but you got to start somewhere, I suppose. As long as it's blue. We do have a silver rear bumper on this car at the minute, which is a bit of a shame. But SE panels fetch a premium, especially as most of them have lack appeal, so everyone wants the good bits. Well, yeah, so enough blabbering. Time to get on. But yeah, we've still done the rust treatment down in the bottom, so we'll see what the front's like as well when we've got all this carpet out. So guys, you join me again inside. You can see some of the rust holes we've got there, some of the body bungs. We've got to throw some hammer rust around. Probably need to go a bit more in depth on fixing that one, because that one is slightly more worn away. You see we've got the rear harnesses here. We'll be chopping about the B pillar. We'll need to chop it further back, but I'd rather have more than less, and I don't fancy taking the seat belts off just yet. So I'll wait on that one. But yeah, chop it about there. Call it good. And then the rest of it, Fabia going back. You can see we've thrown the carpet at the back. We're going to get rid of this sound denim. We've got rid of the centre console, got rid of the glove box. Looking at driver's side next, obviously getting rid of that Manx steering wheel, taking the clocks out and such. And then hopefully taking this dashboard out today. We might struggle with access on that side door for a couple of bolts, but none of this is really apart from like the dash itself, none of it I have to be too careful with, because it can all really go in the bin. So yeah, and get cracking. So guys, welcome back. And I mean, it looks a little different, must admit. So we've got all of the heater out there, aircon thing. Got all of the wiring out, so you can see straight through to the outside. Got that bulkhead connector, everything there. So it's like 3 T30s holding the relay carrier on there. Most of the things are T20s or whatnot. Taking the dash out, make sure you get all these screws out. Make sure you get all the side screws out. But you can see the mounting points here. So you got one there, and one there. One over the other side. There, our driver's dash. Make sure you get that one there. So it's 2 total there, but then there's this one as well. I missed this one. I thought there's extra bolts under there. Just smashed out the heaters with a breaker bar. very unceremoniously, and with my feet kind of threw the toys out of the pram, baby out with the bathwater, destroyed that. Doesn't matter, putting the Climatronic in anyway from the Ibiza. But yeah, same on this side as well. You've got your one up there, your one down there, and you've got your one just there. That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's like 8 bolts holding in a Fabia dash. I wish I knew that. Might have to put that in a separate video, because there's not a single video on the internet of how to take out a manual Fabia dash. I might write a Facebook guide, who knows. But as you can see, things look a little different. So we've cut the rear loom, well, cut the wiring loom. Let's peel that back. Sorry, that video cut off there. Got a phone call. So we've cut the loom there. We've chopped the loom there. Did also have to chop it just for my sake, in throwing a hissy fit. Or chopped it twice there. So one for the door, one for the rest of that harness. So that left hand bundle will all pull out. Chop through the fuel release cable. Not my smartest move, must admit. However, we do have something else in mind for that. We have the fuel flap and the manual boot release, because we'll be getting rid of some of the electronics that we don't need. I'll also be getting rid of this entire rear car full of stuff that we also do not need. Now hang on to the wiring and bits like that for now. But yeah, as far as the conversion goes and the space we need, looking pretty good. Obviously we've still got that rust to fix there. No biggie. Same on that side. Front looks absolutely fine. Just wants a bit of a wipe down, get it all the hoover. Got the Ryobi cordless one. Works really well. So yeah, that's the interior of my now stripped out SE. I do have the number somewhere that did go with the seats, but I suppose it doesn't really matter if the seats aren't in it. There's no other plaque, but I might 3D print one. So yeah, I'm no YouTube wizard, no camera guy, so I tried to time lapse it, and either my phone would die a battery before, or it just looked absolute rubbish. So if you've got any questions on bits that needed to come out or how they came out and whatnot, I can try my best to answer. There was one more bracket. See that bracket hanging down there? That one there, you can see 13 mil. So, but yeah, that's a support. So that bolts up to the back of the bulkhead there. That bolt goes through the other side, and that kind of stops the wiring harness from shifting about on the inside. But yeah, apart from that, I mean, I wished I took the dash out before smashing all that apart, because I feel like I could have taken it out nicely. But we've learnt that lesson, and we'll do that for the Ibiza. Just quickly, I've got the door loomed this side. Probably going to be redoing all of that with the Ibiza stuff, to be honest. The Ibiza is a 3-door, so we are going to be permanent closing those rear doors. But for that, when the so you can see we've just got parts all over here. Hang on, so lovely. So as you can see, we've got the body line here. Let's hold that with that hand. Body line here, but then the rally kit kicks out again. It's round about here. Kicks out again and comes down, and it's like half of this door as well. So it's like here. That like kicks out, gives you the wide arch for the fat bottom. This width stays the entire way, all the way down. Obviously that's going to be out there. A lovely colour. Do really like that. Filthy. Like I say, we do have a rear hatch. That's the dash. Minor casualty pulling it out. It lost one of the switch holder things, but we're not using the OE switches. sorry, getting caught off another phone call. We're not using the OE switches. We're going to temporarily use the Ibiza ones, but probably just wire them up to flick switches and make a bit of a rally panel. Which I think it'll look a little better. So yeah, actually the aerial's bent, but where we go, we don't need that aerial. So yeah, it's kind of where we're at. See some nice, one nice refurb standard, put the tyre on, that's dead. But yeah, we're leaving things like the vRS trim, kick plates in and things and whatnot. But just, I think next is purely just going to be stripping the Ibiza. Now I won't film too much of that neither, because I'll be stripping it at my mate's unit on his 2-post lift. So, but yeah, I think you get a good idea what the inside of a stripped out Mark 1 Fabia looks like. With your handbrake cables there, your guide tubes and whatnot. So yeah, all in all, front's not too bad for rust. Got a bit to sort there. That ain't too bad. Walk around the front. So as you can see, had to take the aircon off for the bulkheady bit there. In two minds whether to put the aircon back on or not. Track car, rally car, but also I'd like to drive it in the summer and not sweat to death. You have to let me know. But then again, could film all this like I filmed many others and bits on a DS3 and Moglio stuff, and it just never makes it out. You know, sometimes I enjoy making the video, sometimes I don't. I'm not very good at it, but I'd like to think I'm starting to learn a bit more about cars. As you can see, assortment of bits down here. So we've got the other wings down there. Down there, you got the scuttle, got some old wiring, the old battery topper, bits and bobbles. That spare wheel needs to go back in my car. As you see, we've got the rack in. The steering pump's still there, still attached. Same with the washer bottle. Not really touching any of that stuff. I'm going to try and use the Fabia's ABS pump, just so I don't have to mess about with that either. I have to see what the brake master's setup like on the FR. I presume it'll be the same with the same vacuum pipe, but we never know. That'll be an interesting one. Might do some other bits and bobs like some wax oil and whatnot whilst I'm in here. Tidy this bay up. It always talks to doing a shaved bay. I'm not against it. I think it's a lot more work having just pulled that other wire and loom out on the inside, but I think if we get this cleaned up, I'll make a decision. But yeah, so this is the start of a 1.8T 20 valve petrol Mark 1 Fabia vRS, and then with a WRC kit on it. So cheers, thanks for watching.